What's happening, everybody? What's happening, everybody? What's happening, everybody? It is your boy, Kattphish, one more time for the one time, and we doing something kind of unorthodox, unscheduled, let me say it that way. Because normally on Sunday mornings, I would not be going live, but today is going to be a different day, right? Um, And the reason why today is going to be a different day is simple, right? Uh, what's going on, bro? I see you over there on Instagram. You heard me? You know what I'm talking about? But normally, uh, I'm going live today is for two reasons. Number one, well, three reasons. Number one, I want to tell a story about a conversation that I had yesterday that was quite hilarious, and I felt the need to make sure that I tell this story because it is quite, quite comical. You know what I'm saying? The other reason is because you can see that I am in my robe, my Philadelphia Eagles robe. Philadelphia Eagles are playing the New York Giants today. And in theory, on paper, we should easily beat them, but we played them 2 weeks ago and it wasn't that easy. Um, and because of that, if we win, and might make sure I point that out, if we win and Dallas somehow finds a way to lose to the Washington Commanders, then we would end up winning the NFC East, which will give us a higher seed. And so my TV is on over here. My TV is on, and I am making sure that I keep my eyes glued to the TV, even though the game doesn't start. Both games start at 4:25 uh, Eastern time. The third reason is because one of my coworkers uh, wanted to wanted me to address something here, and I wanted to make sure that I did that. But let's get into my conversation from yesterday. It was quite hilarious, right? Um, and so, what happened on yesterday while I'm at work, right? Uh, and before I tell you all of that, let me just make sure that I get you all to understand that I need you to do something for me. I need you to go and follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. While you're over there on YouTube, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you go over there and subscribe to me on YouTube because yeah, I need the subscribers. You know what I'm talking about. I need them. I need it real bad, better than just bad. I ain't gonna give it no explanation, anything like that. You know what I'm talking about? So that's that. Good morning, Queen Nisha. How you doing over there? You know what I'm talking about? Right now we are going live on Instagram. We're going live on YouTube, and we're going live on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at all of my various uh people, you know what I'm saying, and seeing where you're commenting at. I have to have two things open up because my comments that are coming in on Instagram are not showing up on this other platform that I'm utilizing. But just I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you. You know what I'm talking about? I just got to do too much, right? But in any event, on yesterday while I was at work, uh, I work at the post office, and sometimes we find stuff, and I take the stuff that I find and I do what I like to call the ghetto home shopping network. And Pat, what's good, brother? I do what's called the ghetto home shopping network, and one of the things that I do is I bring those products and I bring them here so that I can share with you what the hell I done found, right? But today, well, yesterday I found some Chinese underwear. Right now, the issue at hand, when I say Chinese underwear, that was funny, right? But Candace, I'm trying to make you understand something, right? Uh, I'm trying to make you understand something, right? The Chinese underwear, we didn't realize what kind of underwear they were. They were feminine underwear. They were panties, right? but we had to take them and twist them and switch them and flip them around so that we can figure out what they were, right? So we finally figured out that they were crotchless underwear. I'm talking about the coochie out and the asshole out. You know what I'm saying? We figured it out, right? And so I posted a video, and Candace, uh, let me just make sure I showed it. So she said that it was hilarious. Candace saw the underwear video that I posted, and when she saw the video, she thought it was hilarious. One of my good friends, who shall remain nameless, saw the video, and we ended up going down a deep, deep rabbit hole of of hilarity. Right now, the rabbit hole that we went down went something like this. She picked up the phone and she called me, and as soon as I answered the phone, she said, "I'm going to hell, and it's your fault." And I'm like, "Well, what the hell did I do now?" Right? And so she said, "I'm going to hell, and it's because of you, and it's because of your video." And I had to think about it, like, what video is she talking about? She said the underwear video. I said, "Oh, okay." She said, "No, you don't understand why I'm going to hell." And I said, "Well, why are you going to hell?" She said because she thought that the crotchless underwear, she initially thought that they were sexy underwear for conjoined twins. Let me say that one more time for the people that's listening. She thought that that was sexy underwear for conjoined twins. Now, those of you that know me know that my brain is just fucked up. It goes all over the place. You know what I'm talking about? And so, Candace, bear with me because it gets even crazier, right? So she thought that it was underwear for conjoined twins, and I'm like, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, "Nigga, are you serious?" Right? And so then my thought process went to, well, if someone were to have sex with conjoined twins, let's call it twin A and twin B. If someone, Queen over here on IG, I'm trying to tell you, it was crazy. But if someone like myself was to have sex with conjoined twin A and twin B is the conjoined twin, and let's just say that I'm sorry, you spit your tea out. Let's just say that they share genital, right? And twin A wants me to get her the business, but twin B does not consent, right? Can I go to jail? Can she press charges? Because they share a vagina. And so they both have to give consent. That's my thought process. And she was like, "You know what? Yeah, Belle, don't do me like that." And Belle, I'm gonna tell you who it was because she don't want me to mention her name. But I'm gonna tell you who it was because you know who it was, right? And so then it went from there to like, okay, well, what if both of them consent, but only one of them can feel it, right? What if both of them consent and one of them feel it? But what if one of them doing it and she don't feel anything, but the other one feels everything, right? Okay, now then we went from there. Yeah, I know I'm going to jail. I know, right? Then it went from conjoined twins to regular twins, and then I thought to myself, well, no, let's back up because the first successful twins that were conjoined and separated just happened to be in the United States, just happened to be from my hometown. And I said to my friend, I said, well, what if I were to have sex with one of those previously conjoined twins? Will the other twin feel it? Because you know they say that twins can feel when their twin is in trouble. They can feel when they're in pain. They can feel when they're sad. I wonder, can twins feel when the other one is being pleasured? And to which my friend said to me, "I don't know, but let me call a twin right quick on three way." So she called the twin on three way. Unbeknownst to me, the twin that she called is someone that follows me on Facebook. So she called the twin on three way and she didn't know how to ask the question. So I asked the question my damn self. And I said to her, I said, if you are having sex, no, I started the question off like this. I said, you're a twin. I have a question for twins. And she was like, yeah, what's the question? I said, you know how sometimes, can you feel when your sister is sad? Can you feel when your sister is depressed because you're a twin? Can you, uh, hey, let me tell you, I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna come back to that. Ray, I'm gonna come back to that. Right. But can you feel, you can feel all those things when your twin is going through bad things, but can you feel when your twin is experiencing good things? She said, yeah. I said, well, can your twin feel when you are having sex, when you are being pleasured? And she was like, I don't think so. I don't think it worked that way. And I'm like, well, nigga, why don't it work that way? It should work that way. You know what I'm saying? It should work that way. And so me and my friend, we were talking to the twin on the phone on three way, and I gave her a homework assignment. And her homework assignment is simple. She is to masturbate for 30 minutes a day for 14 days. Don't tell her sister that she is masturbating. And we want to determine if the sister can gauge that she is pleasuring herself. Right? See, if you don't have friends like I got that will allow you to be with the fuckery the way that I am, that will introduce you to people that will partake in your fuckery, you need to find you some new friends. Right? And so after the twin finished laughing and stuff like that, the twin was like, um, and I'm being real careful because I don't want to use either of those people's names. But the twin was like, okay, so what time every day do I need to masturbate and how long do I need to masturbate for daily? And I told her, you need to masturbate every day about 10 o'clock p.m., your time. And what you need to do is you need to do it for a half hour. Now, if you go longer than that, it is what it is. But I need a solid 30 minutes. And at the end of those 14 days, I want you to call your sister and I want you to ask her, I want you to ask her, like, have you been feeling the need to have sex even when you didn't want to? Have you been feeling the need? Have you just found yourself feeling, extra horny? Is that thing getting a little bit more moist than it usually is? We need to know these things because I need to know if twins can feel pleasure when the other twin is being pleasured. Those are the things that I want to know. Those are that's how I ended up in the rabbit hole that I ended up in on yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but let me tell you though, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to stretch. My cousin say that a half hour might be a little too long. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little too long. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can't see the comments that's coming in from Instagram. But Queen Nisha over on Instagram said that she think that that's a good experiment, right? And so yesterday made day one. And because I know that she follows me on Facebook, she gave me her name. I'm going to reach out to her and I'm going to make sure that she did do her due diligence on yesterday. And I'm going to make sure that she's doing it every day so that we can get down to the bottom of it again because twins this is it's known that twins can feel when the other one is in danger, when the other one is sick, when the other one is scared, when the other one is anxious. We know those things because those things have been documented, but what has not been documented is the fact that twins could potentially feel pleasure. And then I asked her, I said, "Are you married?" She said, "No, she's not married. She's single. She's separated." You know what I'm saying? And I said, "Well, is your sister married?" She said, "No, not only is my sister not married, but my sister has been practicing celibacy." And I said, "For how long?" And all I'm going to say is that it's been over a decade, right? And because it's been over a decade, I told her, I said, "Well, yeah, your sister thing might be dried out. She might need you to stand in the gap for her. She might need you to go ahead on and rub that thing out so that she can feel some kind of pleasure because she ain't able to get it." But then I thought about, I didn't say this to her, but I thought about it after I got off the phone with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it could be the fact that the one that's not getting it has got it in so much. Maybe the sister has gotten it, the twin. You know what I mean? The other part of that I did mention to her though was like, if the let's say twin A and twin B, if twin A is getting it and twin B can actually feel it, and twin B just happens to know that the person that she's doing it with, is that some kind of form of cheating? If if I'm having sex with a twin, let's say that I'm having sex with a twin that's not identical twin, right? And I'm happen to, ain't no other way to say it, but if I'm happen to be fucking the ugly twin, but my mind is on the good twin, and the good twin, the pretty twin can feel what I'm doing when I'm doing it with the ugly twin. Is that cheating? If I know that I'm doing it just to make the other twin feel better? I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird place. You know what I'm saying? But all of this simply started from me looking and finding some Chinese draws with the crotch cut out. Speaking of crotch cut out, here's another product that I found at work. I'm not sponsored by anybody yet, but I always like to bring. Hold on, let me look at this. Look at this. Let's look at this comment here real quick, right? I was just thinking that twin A going ham and the other one had no urges. I can really see that because 10 years old, oh my God, yeah, that's what I'm saying, cuz. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Miss Parker, how you doing? Miss Parker, let me tell you about this product that I found. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna do a little commercial real quick. Let me tell you about a product that I found. Have you ever been in a situation, and it kind of relates to what we're talking about right now, but have you ever been in a situation where you was getting ready to have sex with somebody, and you always make sure that you put, if you're having sex with somebody for the first time, you always want to make sure that you're wearing your protection. I want everybody out here to practice safe sex, right? Hey, Mary, how you doing? Mary, I want you to understand. Y'all can't see Mary. Mary over there on IG. I want everybody to be out there practicing safe sex, right? And I don't care if you're heterosexual or homosexual. You got to have protection, right? But what happens a lot of the times, people don't always use protection when they're practicing oral sex, right? Now, you can go out there and get you a dental dam and all that stuff, and that's wonderful. You know what I'm saying? But here's a new product. It's new to me, new to y'all. You know what I'm talking about? It is called Laurels. You know what I'm talking about? It is underwear that you put on. You know what I'm talking about? It's underwear that you put on. Let me read the back of this product right here, right? It says let me put it up here so y'all can see the product, right? This is silky latex undies for STI protection during cunnilingus and rimming. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. You can wear these underwear, right? You can wear these when you're getting ready to eat the coochie or when you get ready to eat some ass. For all you ass eaters out there, right? Now, this says that the indications for use, it says Lorals, I'm sorry. Lorals for protection are used as a barrier when engaging in oral to vaginal sex and oral to anal sex to help reduce the transmission of bodily fluids, harmful pathogens, and sexually transmitted infections. Laurels for protection fits just like your favorite lingerie or undies. For hands free exploration, safer oral sex, and all the pleasure you desire. Laurels fits waist and hip sizes 26 inches to 51 inches. You know what I'm saying? The gusset area, which is 6.4 inches wide, covers the genital region during intimate contact, and the waistband keeps the gusset area in place. This box contains 4 individually packaged laurels. You know what I'm talking about? And so, yeah, Mary, I'm trying to tell you over here on IG, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, so there's four individually wrapped packages in here. 4 packs of latex underwear. As you can see, there's only 3 here in the pack. Now, those of you that follow me on Instagram, uh Queen, come on, you can come work with me. We need some people today. You can come work with me right now, you heard me? But there's 4 in here, but you can see that there's only 3 here and the instructions, right? But here's the thing. Those of you that follow me on Instagram, I mean not on Instagram, on Facebook, know that I have already made a video about this, and what I did was I took one of my coworkers who happened to be wearing some tights, and I had her try these on. I had her try these on top of her tights, and because when you open them up, they don't look that stretchy. But my coworker, she kind of got she working with a monster. You know what I'm talking about? She got, hey, her thing is thangin'. But when she put them on top of her tights, they stretched, right? Them shit stretch wide. So, and it smells like vanilla. You know what I'm saying? It smells like vanilla. So, for those of you that want to try to buy some, again, I am not sponsored by anybody yet. But for those of you that want a pair of these silky latex undies for STI protection during cunnilingus and rimming, you know what I'm talking about? If you want to eat some coochie, or if you want to have your asshole licked, but you want to be safe, or if you want to lick some ass and you want to eat some coochie and you want to do it safe, go to www.my lorals.com. Go and get you a 4 pack. You know what I'm talking about? Audrey over here on IG, go get you a pair. You know what I'm talking about? Mary, go get you. Mary, you need about they come in packs of 4s. Mary, you probably need you about 4 packs of this. And Miss Parker, I will come and bring you a pair so you can try them out, and then you can tell us at a later time. I'll drive these to you, Miss Parker, because you close enough to me. I'll drive you 1 pair of these, let you test them out, and you can tell us if wearing these takes away from the pleasure of actually doing it. You know what would even be better, Miss Parker? One day maybe y'all over here on Instagram, y'all can't see what's going on. Y'all can't see what's going on. But my people over here, yeah, Mary said she need a case of it. You know what I'm talking about? But Miss Parker, I could bring you a pair, or you could come to the Phish Bowl and we can let you try these on live on the Phish Bowl. Over there on Instagram, what I want y'all to do for me, the people that's over on Instagram, when you get a chance, go to, if you can see on the bottom of the screen, it says follow Kattphish on Facebook, IG, and on YouTube. When you get a chance, go over to YouTube and subscribe to my page so you can get the notification of when I'm going live, in addition to the notification that I'm going live over there on IG. You know what I'm talking about? And Audrey, Miss Parker, Audrey says she don't want you to wear them live. I want you to wear them live, but I want you to wear them with something on top of it. I mean, underneath it. You know what I'm saying? We can't have your cheeks out. You know what I'm saying? We can't have your cheeks all the way out. I just started this little podcast. I don't want to get canceled before it gets started. You know what I'm talking about? And what who was that? That wasn't Audrey. Who was that? That was somebody else over here on Instagram. I can't scroll up over there. Right. But somebody else said that they wanted to come and work with me. I have another product here since we doing some free product placement. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, cuz, don't do me like that. Since we're doing free product placement, Miss Parker, you can have this too, right? This has not been used, but this is something else that I found. You see, it still got the label on it and everything. Uh, if you just happen to be wearing a pair of these L'Oreals, you know what I'm talking about? If you happen to be wearing a pair of these L'Oreals and you are into some kind of, somebody, sometimes a little pain is not bad. This is the tag right here. This is a Savage Fenty. You see that? Savage Fenty. It's a little paddle. You know what I'm talking about? It's another tag right here. I ain't finna read that shit. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't finna read that. Oh, don't drop it. But Miss Parker, I can bring you this right here too. You heard me? You know what I'm talking about? So sometimes you wanna you know what I'm saying? See, it's real nice, got the little designs and shit on it. You know what I'm talking about? You can you can slap that thing while you're getting that thing at the same time. You know what I'm talking about? So Miss Parker, uh that's what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna give you this and I'm gonna matter of fact, I want y'all to see it live. You know what I'm talking about? I want y'all to see it live. Audrey, whatever you want me to put in the mail for you, you know what I'm saying? I got you. You heard me. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Parker, I want you to see what I'm doing now. I'm taking this right here, this paddle. I'm putting it right here. You know what I'm talking about? And then what I'm also doing is I'm gonna take one pair of these latex silky undies for STI protection during cunnilingus and rimming. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Parker, I'm finna put this right here inside that for you. You know what I'm saying? It say it's made for asses or waist or hip sizes that's 26 inches to 51 inches. Uh Miss Parker, I ain't seen you in a long time, but I know that you kind of bordering the line of 51 inches. You know what I'm saying? You see, I got her shit right here and the paddle right here. All you got to do is inbox me your address, and I'm gonna bring that to you. You know what I'm talking about? And you can tell us at a later time how this thing work out for you. So now we just got two of these right here left. Audrey, you know what I'm talking about? Over here on IG, we gonna take care of you too. I got some other stuff that I got around here. I just have to get it all together and have it in front of the camera so that we can make sure that we we do it. Hey y'all, let me tell y'all something. This young lady right here in the comment section right here. Uh, she won't. I don't know which one of those things she wanted. You know what I'm talking about? I think she wants that uh uh you know what? I can't give you that. This is my coworker. I actually gave her the 3 pair of crotchless Chinese panties earlier this morning because I found them yesterday, but I gave them to her today. And the reason that I gave them to her, she cussed me out when I told her that because it came from China and the picture on the front, like they had like Chinese have different sizes, so they don't have small, medium, large. They have some other shit, right? So uh my coworker, I told her that she can have those crotchless and assless underwear because it looked like it's made for the people that don't have an ass. And my coworker, she's gotten thicker since she started working there, but she ain't got no ass. She is assless. You know what I'm talking about? Now, yeah. So, and she probably gonna cuss me out when I see her at work because I know that she's still watching right now. But she ain't got no ass, Audrey, Mary. Uh, and somebody else said, "Can they get a delivery or a shipment?" I'm tell you now, it's crazy, man. It's crazy the shit that we got going on over here. Look, what other kind of shit do I have over here? The rest of this shit is not anything that's related to this particular conversation. So I'm not gonna share those things. Audrey, it's not wrong, but it's real. Hey, and my coworker, she just made a comment. You know, the one who I said ain't got no ass. She did make a comment. Let me put the comment up on the screen right there. She did say, "At least I got thicker." She did get thicker because when she first started working, I don't know how long ago, but I remember her first day when she walked in the door. I was like, Well, damn, where the rest of you at, baby? Where the rest of you at? Right? She was real little, and she done got a little thicker. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, she done got a little thicker. You know what I'm talking about? And oh yeah, she just said she been there 3 years. Mary over here on Instagram, y'all people that's watching on Facebook and the people that's watching on YouTube can't see the comments that's coming in on Instagram. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, Jazz, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Mary said, sitting at work must be painful for you because you don't have no ass. Mary, I ain't gonna let you do my coworker like that now. I ain't gonna let you get out on her too bad. I ain't gonna let you do that. Uh, I give all my coworkers nicknames, and the one who I say ain't got no ass right now is I call her daughter-in-law. You know what I'm talking about? Audrey said she finna go over there and do some squats right now. You know what I'm talking about? So, Miss Parker, all you gotta do is text me or inbox me uh your address, and I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna come bring that little package to you. Now, over the years, I will say this, because my coworker just put in she just put a comment up. Uh, over the years, in the past 3 years, she has gotten some cushion. She has gotten a little thicker. She has. You know what I'm talking about? Right? She has gotten a little thicker. You know what I'm talking about? She has. You know what I'm talking about? When she first started working there, she probably could wipe her ass with a Q-tip. Now she need real toilet paper. You know what I'm talking about? So she done got a little thicker. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga here say, thicker or not, there's always a nickel that's ready to look up. But hey, I'm trying to tell you, boy, them bars right there, bro. Bro, them bars. Let me read that one more time. Thicker or not, there's always a nickel ready to look up. You know what I'm talking about? Those are bars. You heard me? You should put that in the song. I'm just saying, cuz. You know what I'm talking about? You should put that in the song. I'm just saying. Audrey, you know, it is what it is. Hey, Audrey, how you doing? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, let me tell y'all something. The people that are watching right now on, you know what, Mary, I'm with you when you write. You hear me? You should do those squats live. We should be able to watch that. And Audrey, you know what we should do? I should send you a link so that you can join this live. As a matter of fact, is there anybody else? Is there anyone out here right now that would like to join this live? Let me know, and I can send you a link so that you can join this live. You know what I'm talking about? Let me know so I can put you on. You know what I'm saying? And Audrey, well, I'm telling you, the wonderful thing. See, now here's something that a lot of you uh don't understand, right? Um, and I'm talking right now to my people that's watching on Facebook and the people that's watching on YouTube. Uh, they are a group of people that I've had the honor and the pleasure of meeting uh in the metaverse, right? I had the honor and the pleasure of meeting them, and I've met some great people. I've met some assholes, but I've met some great people uh, in the metaverse. I don't have it with me right now, but Audrey is one of those people. Mary's is one of those people. There's a bunch of people that I've had an opportunity to meet, and I'm grateful and thankful that I've had the pleasure of coming across them and running into them and having conversations with them. Uh, what happened was, you know, when we were at the height of COVID, we were stuck in the house. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't go anywhere. And in order to get that fix of being out in the public, I went and I bought me Oculus. Well, it's a Meta now. The Oculus headset, right? And getting in there and being able to socialize when you can't socialize was so good. Uh, and some of these people I have not even met in person. Some of these people I don't even know where the fuck Audrey lives at. I don't know what Mary, well, I do know what state Mary lives in. But some of these people, I have not had an opportunity to be in the same space with them and breathe some of the same air and things like that. But I'm thankful that I met these people, and I'm thankful that these people, in some way or another, have been a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? So, Audrey and who else over there? Because it was a bunch of y'all over there at one point. But I love all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. And Miss Parker, I'm thankful I was able to meet you too. Miss Parker, we need to go somewhere. We need to sit down and have us a little date. You know what I'm talking about? We need to go somewhere and sit down and just eat us some food and laugh and do all that shit. You know what we should do? We should go to the strip club because uh, the strip club got some real good food. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about the kind of food that you need this to eat. I ain't talking about that kind of food. I'm talking about some real good food. There's some real good food at the strip club. You know what I'm talking about? So we need to go to the strip club and get us something to eat. You know what I'm talking about? Good morning, Tina. Oh, I didn't see Monica over there. Hey, Monica, how you doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. One thing that I have to also say to the people over here on Instagram, to the people over there on Instagram, I don't know why, but at some point, the live over there is going to end because Instagram has this weird thing where you can only go live for an hour and you have to restart it. But I have to get a new streaming key and do all this other stuff. So if I am still here for an hour, I'm 37 minutes in now, but if I'm still here for an hour, I'll try to restart it. If I can't restart it, it was good talking to y'all while I could. You know what I'm talking about? So Miss Parker and Miss Anderson and anybody else that's over here watching on Facebook and Miss Thomas that's over there watching on YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? And to the people that's watching on IG, uh, if you have anything that you want to talk about, you have anything you want us to discuss, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. We can go ahead and talk about it. I just got my TV on over here, and it's on the Fox Sports network right now, so that I can get myself ready. You see, I got my Philadelphia Eagles gear on. I am hoping that the Eagles win, but more importantly, I'm hoping that we win and that somehow the Washington Commanders can beat the Cowboys. Because if we win and the Cowboys lose, we end up being the NFC East champions and we get to move up in the playoffs. We won't be able to win the conference, but I want to win the division. You know what I'm talking about? I do want to do that. And who's texting me? Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I ain't gonna read that text out loud. Yeah, I ain't gonna read that out loud. Right. Uh, yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Taylor Made over there on IG. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? You how you doing this morning? It's Sunday morning. Well, hell, it's Sunday afternoon here now. I don't know what time it is where you are. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about those two things. The other thing I want to talk about again, I told y'all that my coworkers, I give my coworkers nicknames. One of my coworkers, she came up to me this morning before I was getting ready to get off work. Taylor Made, I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. I'm doing real good. But one of my coworkers came up to me this morning and she said, everybody at work for some reason calls me by my last name. Um, but she walked up to me and she said, Silas, I want to tell you something. I said, what? She said, I just love your daughter. And I'm like, you ain't never met my damn daughter before? But then she reminded me that the very first episode of In the Fish Bowl, and then maybe episode 7 or 8. I don't even know what episode we are on anymore. But she was like, I watched the episode where you and your daughter was talking, and I love her, and I love her energy. I love how smart she is. I love how this she is. I love how that she is. And then she was like, where she get it from? Um, Motherfucker, where the fuck you think she get it from? then my coworker, her name is Semen Nails. You know what I'm saying? Because she keep her nails done in the same color. I tell her all the time her nails look like the color of like nut. I don't know, cum nails, or I call her semen nails, right? But semen nails came up to me and she was like, yeah, I watched that episode, but then I really loved the episode that you did on grief. And I love that, and it made me see a different side of you. It made me see uh that you are more than just this uh lovable asshole at work. You know what I'm saying? And I said, look here, Seaman Nails, let me tell you something. You don't get the opportunity to see all of this because I'm just at work. There's so many different sides to me, Seaman Nails, that you don't understand. Yeah, Audra, I'm telling you, yeah, this Taylor May, I wish I could put your comments up on the screen over here. But for some reason, this interface that I'm using won't allow it. So I have to have two screens up so that I can read the comments on Instagram, and then the comments from Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube are all coming up over here. Taylor May, you are hilarious. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, so Seaman Nails was just telling me how uh, she went through a bunch of different uh, episodes of my podcast, and she's going through them chronologically. And I cannot wait for her to get to the episode that I did with my cousin when my cousin came down here. That was one of the most fun episodes that I've had since I've been doing this, and yeah, me and him are fool with it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Hey, say no more, cuz. If you coming back, come on through. You heard me? You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, Latrice, she don't want me to call her real name. I know her real name. Yeah, I am that lovable asshole at work. I'm a lovable asshole in life. I'm someone that people are either going to absolutely love or someone that you're absolutely going to hate. There is no middle ground. You either gonna fucking love me or you gonna fucking I can't stand his ass. You know what I'm talking about? And I prefer it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to have to uh try to determine where you gonna be in my life. If you gonna be in the middle of the night, if you gonna fuck with me, fuck with me. If you not, don't. You know what I'm talking about? And that's the way I like it. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the other things that my that semen nails, and I call her variations of it: semen nails, nut nails, and things of that nature. Hey, Jang, you, how you doing? Hey, so Jang, you, before I get into it, right? Before I get into, I want to get into the story of me and this young lady by the name of that's right here, right? I'm gonna just show y'all here, right here. I want to get into her to our story, but I need her permission, right? So, uh, I'm not gonna do nothing without her permission. You know what, though, Miss Parker? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. People love you so much they just hate you. You know what I'm talking about? And I love it. You know what I'm talking about? I love it. You know what I mean? But ultimately, uh, all she said is fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you. The year was 97 or 98. Yeah, the year was 97 or 98, right? No, 98 or 99, right? We'll go with 99 because uh, Juvenile. Yeah, matter of fact, it was around 99 because that time this song Back That Ass Up was on the radio all the time. You know what I'm saying? Cash Money Record taking over for the 99 2000, so it was 99, right? Anyway, uh I had I was I was going to college, and I was going to college and I ended up transferring universities. And the only reason that I transferred to from one university to another university was because I was chasing behind a girl. got me a little girlfriend that was going to another school, and I wanted to be closer to. And then I went down there, and I got me a job. And the job that I got, I was working at Domino's Pizza in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Right. So I'm working at Domino's Pizza in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and while I'm working there, the Domino's was not a standalone place. The Domino's was attached to this building, to this gas station, right? The Domino's was attached to this gas station, and while it was attached to this gas station, uh, there was a young lady that worked at the gas station, right? There was a young lady that worked at the gas station, and that young lady, at that time in my life, that young lady had to have been the most attractive person that I have ever encountered up to that point, right? It wasn't just that she was physically beautiful, but to have an opportunity to sit down and talk to her and have an opportunity to sit down, even, in passing, you realize that that person had a beautiful fucking soul. You realize that. And I'm like, oh, I got to have that in my life. But how could I have that in my life if I already got somebody that's in that position, right? The the shit never lined up when me and this young lady ended up breaking up. She ended up with somebody else, and then that her and this person broke up. I ended up with somebody else, and then unbeknownst to both of us, we both ended up moving into the same city because she's no longer working at the gas station. I'm no longer working at uh not Papa John. What the fuck did that play? Domino. We both no longer working at, but we ended up living not in the same apartment complex. That's a lie. We ended up living. There's apartment complex here, and there's apartment complex right next door. We both end up living right, essentially next door to each other, right? Um, but here's the thing, right? While I realized that to prevent me from like really, really, really shooting my shot with her, right? Because I knew that I was with somebody and I knew that she was with somebody. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to act out stuff or do stuff on paper that I can't do in real life. Man, I don't know how many pieces of poetry that this young lady inspired. But she inspired a lot. Some of them I actually gave to her. Others I kept to myself because they were a little too graphic, right? Some time goes on, years go by, you know what I'm saying, and da 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 da. And I realize, oh shit, she's on Facebook. So I find her on Facebook and I reach out to her and I happen to call her on her birthday. Wished her a happy birthday. And that was kind of the reintroduction of me and her connecting, right? And then a couple of weeks later, she called me and she said, this was years after the fact. She called me and she said, you know what? I still got everything that you ever gave me, right? I still got all those poems. I still got those cards and all that shit. Cause I would like where the gas station was, where the Domino's was, like there was a Walmart right there. And sometimes I would get off work late at night and go to the Walmart. Remember when Walmart used to be fucking 24 hours? Yeah. I used to go to the Walmart. I used to buy like a little flower or a bear or something. I had some shit that I had written, and I would put all that shit together and I would leave it at the front of the gas station. I didn't know if she was going to be working the next day or the next day or the next day, but it would be there for her when she got back because her name was on it. And she would tell me, you know, oh, I appreciate this and da 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 da. But I got a man. I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand that you got a man, but I just want you to have this. I'm not trying to get with you because I know you got a man. I'm not trying to break up your little situation. But yeah. And then, like I said, years later, we had lost connections, had lost contact with one another. And then Facebook, when it popped off, we reconnected and she told me that, I still got all that shit. And I was like, yeah, well, I got shit for you that I haven't given you yet. And I still haven't given it to her. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just, but aside from all of that, you look at the friendship that she and I have been able to keep and maintain and stuff like that. One of the things about me, I'm not a person. Let's just talk about it. I'm not a person that is uh, going to just continuously call you and talk to you. I'm consistently inconsistent. A lot of my friends don't like that, but those that truly know me understand that that's how I am. Uh, I could not talk to you for 3, 4 months. I could not talk to you for 3, 4 years, and then I could pick up right where we left off. That's just how I am, and I don't talk to her often. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to her often, but when I do talk to her, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we catch up on major events. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, when my dad passed away, you know what I'm saying? She reached out to me. Uh, and then a couple of months after that, uh, she had a tragedy in her family, and I reached out to her to check on her. You know what I mean? And prior to that, she had another tragedy, and I reached out to her, checked on her and stuff like that. But yeah, in terms of me just having consistent week to week, day to day conversation, that's not how I am. You got shit you got to do. Go do the shit you got to do. You know what I'm talking about? You'll reach out to me when you can. You'll touch bases with me when you can. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah. But that's the story of me and that young lady that was in the comments earlier. Uh, and for the record, for anybody that's listening, you know what I'm saying? I just want to say this here for the record. Uh, Me and her ain't never slapped stomachs. We ain't never bumped uglies. We ain't never did the horizontal hokey pokey. We ain't never done none of that. We ain't never done none of that. I just want to clarify that for anybody that might still be watching. You know what I'm talking about? And those of you that are still watching right here on Facebook, I want you to take some time to go over to YouTube and subscribe to my page on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I need to get some more followers. I don't even know how many people are subscribed to me right now. Let's look on here on this YouTube app and see how many subscribers I got. I bet you I got less than 100. You know what I'm talking about? I just want to get to about 200. You know what I'm talking about? I just want to get to about 200. I just want to get to about 200. Yeah, we're gonna look at that and see, right? Uh, but yeah, Latrice, that's how I am. I don't talk to people consistently. I'm consistently inconsistent, and I'm that way with everybody. Well, hell, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to my mama on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to my sister on a consistent basis. I grew up in the house with them, and when I was living with them, I didn't talk to them on a consistent basis. My house was like a hotel when I was growing up, in the sense that my mama was the owner of the hotel. Let's say my mama worked at the front desk. My mama worked at the front desk. My sister had a room at the hotel, and I had a room at the hotel. Right? When you go to a hotel, do you go and knock on your neighbor's door and sit down and talk to them and see how they doing? These folks are strangers. I don't talk to them. I don't go to the hotel to talk to my neighbor. I go to the hotel to go to sleep and do whatever people do in the hotel. You know what I'm talking about? And my house was the same way. You know what I'm saying? I went to my room. My sister went to her room. And my mama, she's the owner. But she didn't really, we didn't Nah, we ain't do all that. Anybody got time for that? Nobody got time for that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of followers. Oh shit! Wait a minute. I just need two of y'all to go over there to the YouTube and subscribe. I thought I had less than I thought I had not even 100. I'm at 98. Let me get two more people to go over there and subscribe. One, two. You know what I'm talking about? If I had them goddamn conjoined twins and both of them, I could have had the 100. I need some. Y'all missed the whole conjoined twin situation. We talked about that earlier. But I digress. I digress. Right? You know what, Candace? Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. But I'm just saying, if I knew some conjoined twins, then I could get both of them to subscribe, and I could have my 100. You know what I'm talking about? I could have my 100. You know what I'm saying? The conjoined twins, little people. Like, I'm not saying that if the opportunity presented itself, if the opportunity presented itself for me to be able to do it with some conjoined twins, I'm not gonna say that I would turn it down instantly. I'm not gonna say that because that's an interesting predicament to be in. You know what I'm talking about? It's right there at the bottom of the screen, right there. Kattphish. You know what I'm talking about? Kattphish. Kattphish. It's Kattphish on all platforms. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So you can go follow me right there. You hear me? Yeah. But I'm just saying, if the opportunity presented itself, I might do it. If the opportunity presented itself with a little person, I'm damn sure jumping on that. There's this little person that was in Meridian, Mississippi Walmart. The Walmart over there that's not too far from the mall in Meridian, Mississippi. I saw her the last time I was in Meridian, but had to been about matter of fact, yeah, that was 2016. That was 2016. Yeah, that's the year my son graduated from high school, and we stopped at that Walmart, and I seen her. I was with my wife. Me and my wife. I don't know what my daughter was, but me and my wife was together, and I saw that little person, that little lady. She was black. She had she had them little Vienna sausage fingers. You know what I'm talking about? But her fingers wasn't all the way Vienna sausaged. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, well, it is what it is. We all make mistakes sometimes, Candace. You know what I'm saying? But the girl had them little Vienna sausage finger, but they wasn't all the way Vienna. But she had this little booty, and she was a little bow leg. I'm talking about, well, she had a lot of booty to be a little person. You know what I'm talking about? And she was just slightly bow legged. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you see some of the little people, they legs be so bold, like if they run, it like they gonna break their whole bone. You know what I'm talking about? She wasn't like that. She was just a little bow legged. She was like regular bow legged. You know what I'm saying? But I tapped my wife and I said, "Look, if you ever give me a hall pass, that's one of the ones I want right there." And she looked at me like I was crazy. She looked at me like I was crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but that, and then I had some other people that was on my hall pass list. Uh, Before I get into my hall pass list, I want to say that this video is about to end on Instagram. And so when it ends on Instagram, I'll try to restart it because Instagram only lets you go for an hour, and I'm approaching that hour mark over there on IG. So I'll be back. But there used to be three people that was on my list in terms of yeah, there used to be three people. It was Janet Jackson. It was Thelma from Good Times, and it was Maria from Sesame Street. Right? It was Maria from Sesame Street. Yeah, Maria from Sesame Street. And the thing was that uh man, Maria from Sesame Street, that was my first one. Right. That was my first one. I loved me some Maria from Sesame Street. That was my first crush. And then Janet Jackson was my second one. Well, no, Janet Jackson was my third one. Right. Janet Jackson was my third one. Thelma from Good Time was my second one. And then yeah, what happened with Janet Jackson though? Janet Jackson was always on the list, but she ended up going. She was at the top of the list at some point in her career, but then when she when it was out there that she was dating Jermaine Dupri, she went off the list. She went from three to off the list. Yeah, she went off the list. Yeah, she went off the list. I'm not. Because I don't want to follow JD. I don't want to come behind JD. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So that was that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it is what it is, but more importantly, it ain't what it ain't. Right. Um. Other than that, I don't really have. I don't have anything else to talk about. Do y'all have any questions before I go? I've been at work all night, and I'm gonna get ready to. I got off work. I came home. I took a shower. I put on my Philadelphia Eagles robe. I'm down here in the basement. Usually, when I'm down here in the basement, I have my pajama pants on, but I knew it was cold down here, so I put me some jeans on and came down here, and I'm gonna get ready to go back upstairs. But I'm gonna wait to see if y'all have any questions, concerns, complaints, or whatever that y'all want to talk to me about, and then if not, you know what I'm saying, then I'll end this right here. And Candace, you know what we need to do? What we need to do is uh we need to get you down here, and we need to have us an episode, because I think that shit is gonna be hilarious. That shit is gonna be funny. Now, Carlo, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Janet Jackson ain't fine, because that motherfucker still fine. She's still fine. Ain't no doubt about it. She just went to JD. She went to JD. She went to JD. You know what? And that's the issue, right? She is now tainted. She's forever tainted in my eyes. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that she's not fine. Not that she's not beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But she was with JD. If you really think about it, like, even let's just make it plain and simple, right? If there's and this go especially for ladies, right? Ladies, if there's a guy out there that you crushing on, and you like, you know what, I want to give him some, but you find out that he was with some girl that you absolutely don't like, or he was with some girl who has a reputation for just she burning or anything. She just have something on her about her that you don't want to have sex with this dude because you know that dude done been with that girl. That's how I feel about Janet Jackson. She is hands down. You know what I'm saying? Just one of the this. She's one of the beautiful, most beautiful, one of the most beautiful celebrities in my lifetime. right? So here go the thing, right? Okay, so Carlos, I know this my list is a little crazy. I had 3 people on the list. My very first one stems from my childhood, and I'm just holding on to it from my childhood. But I don't know if you remember the Hispanic lady, Maria from Sesame Street, right? Maria from Sesame Street, that's number one for me, right? And Maria from Sesame Street, she old as hell now. But when I see her, I don't see old ass Maria. I see the Maria from my childhood with them Hispanic titties and the booty that ain't fully booted. You know what I'm saying? She was a grown ass woman, but sometimes some people be having them weird shaped booties. Her booty didn't booty all the way, but I liked it. You know what I'm talking about? So that was number one. And she's still number one on my list. Everybody got different shit, right? But that's number one. Number two was Thelma from Good Times. Now Thelma from Good Times is, I don't know how old she is now. I don't care how old she is now. Bernadette Stannis? Bernadette Stannis? Come on now. Wendy Cooper from Wonder Years. Now, hey, I'm not mad at you that. I'm not mad at you about that. And put that up on the screen. You know what I'm talking about? Wendy Cooper from the Wonder Years. She good. She ain't no Bernadette Stannis. She ain't no Maria from Sesame Street. Well, today, she's better than Maria from Sesame Street today. Yeah, I give you that. But Winnie Cooper, yes, Lord. Winnie Cooper and damn, what's this girl name? Now she's a little younger than these other people. Uh, uh, Topanga, Topanga from what's the damn TV show? Topanga, yeah. Now Carlos, I'm with you when you're right now. Jill Scott, yeah. Jill Scott, Jill Scott. She might need to. Hmm, do I need to put Jill Scott on my list? Absolutely. But will she take the number one spot on my list? I'm emotionally attached to Maria from Sesame Street. So, that's that. That's what it is. Matter of fact, if I look on not this computer, but this computer, uh Carlos, you remember a while back when people was hacking into these celebrities' iPhones and shit, and they hacked into Jill Scott iPhone, and Jill Scott had some news in there. Yeah, buddy. I kept them shits. Cause them shits was all over Instagram and all over yeah, they was all over Instagram and Twitter. Man, I couldn't save them damn pictures fast enough. It was her. It was what's the other lady? Not Gabrielle. Was it Gabrielle Union? Yeah, Gabrielle Union had some out there. You know what I'm talking about? Stacey Dash had some out there. Stacey Dash was on my list, but then she started being stupid. I actually, at one point in time, bro, I when I was in the Navy, when I was in the Navy, me and my little partner that I was with in the Navy, uh, it was a younger cat. He called me in while we was in the Navy, and I was late 20s when I got out. But this dude and we were trying to create a rap group, right? We were trying to create a rap group. Yeah, Regina Hall is ready. We were trying to create a rap group, but the people that were doing the stuff, they just kind of fell to the wayside, right? My job was just to be the engineer. My job was just to be the producer of whatever, right? And he used to see me writing all the time, and he said, "Bro, if you could write, you could rap." So he gave me some topics, and I wrote little 16 bars or whatever. But I wasn't confident in spitting it. But he got me to do it, and we ended up making a whole album. We sold them shits all over the boat, right? One of the songs that we did was called Stacey Dash. This one, Stacey Dash was fine, and she didn't say stupid stuff and didn't do stupid stuff and didn't embarrass the black community. And it's crazy because uh it was me and my guy and then this other guy that was trying to do the shit. We let him get on the song, but when he was recording his part, he was just drunk as hell. And he was trying to sing it instead of rap it. It was horrible. He fucked up the whole song. Carlos, I'm gonna sing you the song so you can hear it, right? Because it was crazy, right? But the song was called Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash, yeah. But Regina Hall is it she read it too. You know what? And see, here go the thing, right? So I wanted to say exactly that, Carlos. She was sexy until she opened up her mouth, right? I wanted to say that. But sometimes, well, ain't no but. She was just dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We didn't realize she was dumb as fuck until she started talking. You know what I'm talking about? When she started talking, we realized she was dumb as hell. You know what I always thought about too? And this is completely off topic. My brain just go all over the place. Celebrities have access to stuff that we just don't have access to, right? They have access to brands and just merchandise that we don't even know exists, right? Why don't, and they probably do, but why don't celebrities that smoke cigarettes, why they don't have like an exclusive cigarette just for rich people? You'll see Dave Chappelle, you'll see Method Man, or some of these other people that smoke cigarettes. You'll see them with a pack of Newports, right? Like, why they don't have upper class, upper echelon nicotine? We might need to pool some money together and create that, Carlos, and sell it to them people. You know what I'm talking about? Well, one pack of cigarettes is $200. You know what I'm talking about? And find a way to do something with it, with either the butt of the cigarette or the paper that is wrapped in. Make that part of the cigarette exclusive. Make that part of the cigarette special, right? They got, remember back in the day they used to have uh the alcohol with the gold flakes in it. If we could find a way to take them gold flakes and make the paper out of the gold flakes or platinum, you know, or whatever, and then sell it to these rich motherfuckers for $200 a pack. Oh, you ain't stunning if you ain't got these cigarettes. You ain't stunning if you ain't got these cigarettes. You know what I'm talking about? We need. It's other shit like that. Darrell, what's good, brother? What's good? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, well, I'm gonna hit you up after because you doing your thing at 4 o'clock today. Yeah, let me know if you're doing that 4 o'clock today. Yeah, yeah, just yes or no will be cool, right? But yeah, Carlos, I think that's the move right there, bro. I think that's the move. All right, bro. Just let me know which location you're going to. You can inbox it to me. Let me know what location you're going to. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull up. Yeah. But yeah, I'm telling you, bro, I think that's the move. If we can come up with something that's exclusive for celebrities that your average person won't even have access to. I don't know why that just popped in my head, but it did. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain one more thing to you before I go because I've been at work all night and I just had to come on here and tell y'all about these Chinese panties. Had to come over here and tell y'all about, the Chinese panties and fucking conjoined twins and what else we talked about today? Fucking conjoined twins and Chinese panties and yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Darrell, you missed all of it. You just have to go and catch the replay. You heard me? Uh, and catch the replay over there on YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? Catch the replay over there on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Go to YouTube and subscribe to my page. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, y'all do that. And man, I appreciate y'all for coming out here, man, and watching me and dealing with me and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? And we just gonna we gonna holler at y'all next time.